Well, here at Royal Ascot, there's nothing better than people like to celebrate a winner with a glass or two of bubbles. We're down at one of the champagne bars in the shadow of the Motivator statue. Now, if you're like me, being honest, I probably don't know about champagne that much, but a man who does is Neil Phillips. You're an expert in wine and champagne. Well, so many people talk about it, but what should we really be looking for?
Well, David, thank you very much for the intro. It's great. But what we should be looking for is a wonderful experience. And we actually have this champagne here out of Magnum. And Magnum is exactly the right format in which to enjoy champagne, David. So I'm treating you today at Royal Ascot, OK?
Well, I couldn't afford it, so I'm glad you're paying the bill, that's for sure.
This is what we're doing. And I think we should get on and taste. But when you come to taste champagne, obviously hold the glass by the stem. And one of the things you'll notice here is champagne, region in northern France, colours very pale. What you want to do as well, which we don't do so often, is actually have a smell. Because Magnums are aged for longer, that gives you a bit more intensity, a bit more ripeness, and all this Chardonnay character coming through. And for those of you like, say, part of the ABC Club, which I know you're not a member of, the Anything But Chardonnay Club, very important because it gives you that delicate aroma. And you have the Pinot Noir as well, which is very important for this House Bollinger. Really big structure. So that's about 60% of this blend. I think we should go on and taste. Cheers.
Just a little taste.
Yes.
I'm breaking all the rules here at Sky Sports, but...
Now, when you taste, what you want to do as well is on the sides you've got acidity. And one of the things that you really want to look out for here with a Magnum is the acidity, it's the fruit, it's the fizz, obviously, and the length of finish. You think about how long that finish is lasting, David. That's longer than the Gold Cup. It is. It's a beautiful wine.
It is very beautiful. Now, I've got to ask you one thing, to the uneducated eye like me. White grape, pink grape. Is there a preference for people? Is there a difference? Or is it just purely fashion?
Oh, there is a big difference here. Chardonnay white grape, as we know. Two dark-skinned grape varieties in Champagne, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. By the way, folks, you want to be socially in, just say Pinot Meunier, and people will be, hey, this person really knows what they're talking about. But you obviously remove the skin colour here to get inside those dark-skinned grape varieties. You've got white juice. That's why we can actually have 60% Pinot Noir in this beautiful Magnum. But rosé is very important, of course.
Now, this is a Magnum, looks a big bottle, but I'm told there's something called a Nebuchadnezzar.
Yes.
How big's that?
20 bottles. Come on, 20 bottles. Now, you did say beforehand, it's been a tough week for some of us.
In a very tough week.
Some of us looking a bit more depressed than others. But we're going to have an uplifting moment today, and we're going to enjoy a Nebuchadnezzar later. Only cost you £1,750. But when you think about it, 20 bottles in one. I think it's great value.
What do I need to back to be able to afford it?
Come on, I'm going to cheer you up, Dave. I'm going to do this 2:30 today, kick you off, which you should be going, get off with a great start. Main edition, Mark Johnston, great trainer as we know. This horse can really, really step up, and Main Edition is my nap of the day, no doubt about it.
Neil, thank you very much. I'm going to say cheers. I know you know a lot about wine.
Cheers.
I hope you know a bit about horses. But I'm not so sure we'll be getting that Nebuchadnezzar later on.
That's day 5 and the final day of Royal Ascot. Yesterday, Alpha Centauri was the convincing winner of the big race of the day, the Coronation Stakes. The Diamond Jubilee Stakes is the feature today. Now, if you had a few winners yesterday, you might want to thank David Craig's guest. David, explain all for us, please.
Adam, yes, we will bring that gentleman back for you in a moment. We're down here in the very famous paddock at Royal Ascot. You mentioned Alpha Centauri yesterday. We might very well see her immortalised in bronze, like the great Yates behind us there, winner 4 times of the Ascot Gold Cup. But as you were saying, this gentleman could very well get immortalised in bronze at Sky Sports News. Neil, welcome back. You put us all into a huge winner yesterday, and we're going to have a little, hopefully, more of the same. But first of all, on a serious note, you know a lot about the history and the tradition of this meeting. Just where does it stand in terms of world sporting events?
Oh, it's at the pinnacle, David. I mean, most definitely is. Yesterday, I'm talking to a couple of American guests here. They've never been to Royal Ascot before, soaking it all up, soaking up the wonderful racing experience, the wonderful hospitality, the quintessentially British aspects of Royal Ascot. And yesterday, I was standing on the 7th floor watching the Royal Procession. Brilliant. And this afternoon, I'm off for a wonderful afternoon tea, which you can happily join me for if you like. It's going to be brilliant. But the detail on the afternoon tea I'm going to be having today will be just like everything else at Ascot. truly magnificent.
You mentioned that royal procession a little later this afternoon. All those glorious carriages will be coming round this parade ring. Her Majesty will alight from them and go up to the royal box. Just how important is her association with us?
Oh, I think it's absolutely fantastic. There was a beautiful moment yesterday when we had the national anthem. Everybody getting involved, everybody cheering, everybody singing, everybody taking their top hat off. Truly magnificent. And the Queen is so integral to the whole Royal Ascot experience. Completely wonderful.
Now, I'm sure Her Majesty will be watching this morning, and knowing your tipping prowess, she does like to have a little flutter on a winner, I'm told. Yesterday, you gave us a 7-1 winner. What can you tell Sports News viewers today?
Well, I've certainly got something for you. I mean, it was great to hear the boys actually celebrating from a culinary point of view, having cheese on toast. You know, really getting edgy there on that celebration. But today, I'm actually getting the Hardwicke Stakes, the Group 2. I'm going to take on Crystal Ocean with Barsanti. I really like this horse. Super progressive, course and distance winner, going out there with Barsanti. But I've got a couple of others. You know, it's a competitive day. Need to do a little bit of each way. I know the viewers want to have a little bit of each way betting on a Saturday afternoon, and I'm going to take us off to the 340 Kessar. John Gosden, Frankie Dettori, great blend, doing extremely well. People can go and celebrate. Here, you can actually have a fantastic time celebrating as well, because you could go off to James Tanner's Queen Anne Kitchen and have some beautiful squid. That's what you can actually do to celebrate.
Well, listen, hopefully we'll be able to afford that. You did us proud yesterday. Thanks for joining us again today. There we go, Adam, as you'd see, a quintessentially English occasion today. And I have to say to you, there was only one person amongst the crew yesterday who didn't back the winner. I'll let you work out who that was. Only one person on the cheese and toast, while the rest of them were supping a few bubbles.